Welcome to Chad, her YouTube channel. Today I have for you a scary story titled The Lantern's Whisper. If you haven't done so, please subscribe and hit that notification button for more upcoming videos. Welcome, listeners, to a tale that lingers in the shadows of Willow Creek, a forgotten town where the fog never lifts. Tonight, I bring you a story of a lantern that burns with a light no one can explain, and the whispers that follow those who dare to hold it. Light a candle, dim the lights, and let's step into the mist. This is The Lantern's Whisper. It was October 1993. Emily Harper, a 28-year-old photographer, arrived in Willow Creek to capture the decay of a town abandoned since the coal mines collapsed in the 60s. The locals in the next county warned her, don't stay past dusk. But Emily, stubborn and chasing a portfolio that could land her a gallery spot, ignored them. She rented a crumbling cabin on the edge of town, its windows clouded with grime. On her second day while exploring the overgrown cemetery, Emily found it. A rusted lantern half buried under a willow tree. Its glass was cracked but intact, the wick blackened as if recently burned. She brushed off the dirt, and the lantern seemed to hum, a faint vibration in her hands. That night, in her cabin, Emily lit the lantern to photograph it. The flame sparked instantly, casting a warm, unnatural glow. Her Polaroids developed with strange streaks, blurry shapes that looked like faces pressed against the edges of the frame. She laughed it off. Old film, she thought. But then, she heard it. A whisper soft as a breeze coming from the lantern. Stay, it seemed to say. Emily froze. The flame flickered, though no draft stirred the room. She blew it out, heart pounding, and shoved the lantern under her bed. Sleep didn't come easy. Emily dreamt of a woman in a tattered dress, her face obscured, holding the lantern in a fog-choked forest. The woman's voice echoed, "You lit the flame. Now you're mine." Emily woke to the sound of scratching under the bed. The lantern was glowing again, its flame alive, though she hadn't touched it. The whispers grew clearer. Names, dates, please. Margaret, 1962. Don't leave me. Thomas, 1958. It's cold. Emily, trembling, doused the flame with water, but the whispers didn't stop. They followed her, seeping from the walls, the floor, the air itself. Desperate, Emily drove to the nearest diner 20 miles away to ask about the lantern. An old waitress, her hands shaking, recognized Emily's description. "That's Mary's lantern," she said. Mary Whitaker, a miner's wife, had vanished in '62 after her husband died in the mine collapse. Legend said she wandered Willow Creek with a lantern, searching for him, until she was never seen again. "Throw it in the river," the waitress urged. "It carries her grief and her curse." Emily's car wouldn't start when she tried to leave. The fog thickened, swallowing the road. Back in the cabin, the lantern was on the table again, though she'd left it in the trunk. Its flame burned brighter, and the whispers became screams. Shadows moved in the corners of the cabin, forming shapes. A woman's silhouette, her head tilted unnaturally. Emily grabbed her camera, snapping photos, hoping to ground herself in reality. The Polaroid showed the woman's face clearly now. Hollow eyes, a mouth stretched in anguish. The lantern's flame pulsed with every scream. Emily tried to flee, but the door wouldn't budge. The windows rattled as if hands pounded from outside. The whispers chanted her name. Emily. Stay. Stay. She hurled the lantern at the wall, shattering the glass. The flame didn't die. It spread, crawling up the walls, but the fire was cold, unnatural, licking at her skin without burning. In a panic, Emily remembered the waitress's words. The river. She clutched the broken lantern, its flame still flickering, and ran into the fog. The whispers chased her, louder, angrier. "You can't leave." Branches snagged her clothes as if the forest itself wanted her to stay. Emily reached the river, its current black and swift. The lantern's flame flared and the woman's shadow loomed behind her, her voice a wail. "He's gone. Don't take my light." Emily hesitated. She saw pain in the shadow's eyes, a grief that mirrored her own. Her mother had died a year ago, and Emily had buried that loss in work. For a moment she felt the urge to stay, to let the lantern's warmth swallow her. But survival won. With a scream, Emily threw the lantern into the river. The flame hissed, then died, swallowed by the current. The whispers stopped. The fog lifted, revealing stars above. The shadow was gone. Emily stumbled back to the cabin, packed her things, and left Willow Creek at dawn. Her car started without issue. She never returned. Emily's photos from that night are locked in a box she never opens. The Polaroids show a woman's face, but sometimes Emily swears it's her own. Willow Creek remains empty, its fog eternal. And some say on quiet nights a lantern's light still flickers by the river, whispering to those who wander too close. Thanks for listening, brave souls. If you enjoyed this tale, like, subscribe, and share it with those who love a shiver in the dark. Until next time, keep your lanterns unlit.